Hey guys, this is Alisha Costanzo and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my writing wrap-up. So this should be pretty quick. I think I only had 5 roles last month for May, and I don't feel so confident about my writing this month because my numbers are pretty low. So let's go over those real quick. As you know, I've been trying to break down my fiction, my marketing, and my outline into 3 different categories and tracking all of it. I haven't been so great at tracking my marketing writing, my marketing words, and my fiction has dwindled pretty bad. So here are the numbers, and I'm pretty ashamed of that. But fiction, I wrote 3,673 words, which is about half of what I wanted to write. I just worked a whole lot, so I'm gonna be working on building that back up. My marketing writing, I did 1,076 words, which usually, that includes writing the description box in my YouTube videos, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, marketing emails. I don't do a whole lot of marketing currently, or blog posts too, and I haven't been doing very many of those either. So my number is pretty low for that, but like a YouTube description is like 76 to 80 words. Sometimes it gets a little over 100 if I have something to say. So that's about 10 things of marketing. I think one of those is a blog post that I never posted, but I still counted it as writing. So, oh, by the way, if you're wondering, we were out of our cleaning brush. I had to throw it away pretty much the day I went shopping, and I go shopping once a week. So by day 7, my husband was not coping well, and he put all of these around the sink. I'll show you guys some pictures of it here. But since I got the brush, they have been relocated to my office because it matches all of my crazy. So, yeah. Yeah. This is very much like my husband to do. He likes to put those up in places to guard the window and up on our bar, and he's silly and I love him. Okay, so my last number is, sorry for the tangent, my last number is outlining, and I did 321 words in outlining, and that's not terrible. It's more me trying to figure out the end, which I'm stuck in, which is part of the reason why my numbers aren't high. But as you guys know, I had 3 jobs this month, so that is another reason why my numbers dwindled quite a bit. Alright, so that brings my total words for the month, depressingly, to 5,070 words. It makes me sad since in November I had gotten myself to write 50,000 words that month. Did I burn myself out? Is it just the ending? Was it just working too much? It may be just too many things all together. I don't know. But I'm gonna bring those numbers back up. That's the plan for this month. Although, to be honest, I'm already kind of failing at it, but we'll see what happens. It's gonna be an ongoing process. If I can get 250 again a day, which is how I started last time, I'm gonna be excited about just writing every day. Okay, so let's go over my 5 roles for my writing game. So my first role was to write a review, and I did do that. I wrote it over Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, so I will put here the clip of me doing that and me talking about it. So here's my review. It's pretty much, I love the standalone, I loved some of the themes, demons and monsters, the politics and classism, good versus evil. I love the great libraries and the grimoires, the idea of sacrifice, the romance was nice. It wasn't too present all the time. It was just enough to be a good side story part of it. I also, as I mentioned in my wrap-up, I also loved in Sorcery of Thorns that Elizabeth's last name is Scribner because there's connections to writing in books and libraries, and that's where she grew up, and there's this whole magic behind it. Her as a character was strong in so many ways that we don't usually see as strong, as selfless, brave, smart, sweet, good. Oh my gosh. Her point of view helped with that emotional impact and making the other characters better and more developed because of her interactions with them. For example, Nathaniel Thorne chiding her about dying in a fight when they couldn't win, and her retorting with her preference to die than not fight at all, especially when she knows something wrong is happening and nobody's standing up for it. She does similarly with Silas, Nathaniel's demon, seeing him behave in ways that she finds to be good, and him saying, but I'm a demon, you don't understand why I do this, and still seeing the good in him regardless, and made the things that he did all the better as well. So great story, great magic, highly recommend, as I mentioned before, favorite book of the month, so I gave it 5 stars. And that is my big formal review for Sorcery of Thorns. Yes, Margaret Rogerson. So role number 2 was to do genre play romance. So I did a little bit of genre play romance in writing one of my taboo stories. This is for, I know it's granted more erotica, but I do have a clip of me talking about that and showing you what I wrote. So let's go to that. So this month I have written all of this in one of my new short stories for my Autumn Lishki. I feel like that has completed my prompt for romance. So I believe, let's go to word count. Yep, almost 2,000 words. I'm gonna count that for sure. Now I just use a little bit of the playfulness of romance. I don't know if I should just subcategory the erotica or if I should make it its own like genre category. I mean, it is a subgenre of romance, but I like having a little bit more of some of the romantic elements in my erotica, even if it's just a fast pace like porn. It's reading porn. But yeah, I got to play a little bit with some romantic elements in that, so I'm counting it. I also had a little bit of romantic stuff in Winter when I wrote essentially the start of the battle scene, aka them having alarms going off, and one of the men coming to find Winter, and you know, she's in his shirt, which is kind of romantic, cute, kind of, yeah, it's, and I wrote a lot of them arriving at her mansion, and the tension there was quite intense as well. So I definitely played with romance this month in my writing. I'm gonna check that. Rule number 3 was to write a letter, and I did. I'm not gonna show you guys the full thing, but it was essentially my resignation letter to my boss at Starbucks, and more of a thank you for giving me a job when nobody else would kind of letter, especially since that brought me to my other job and made me so many friends. I really, really miss working with guys. I so much miss working with all the people at Starbucks, but I'm getting a lot more done, making a lot more money, and much, you know, get to spend more time with my family and all of the things now with the 2 jobs that I currently have. So it was the right choice for me, but I missed my people. Anyways, check. I wrote my letter. Role number 4 was a challenge is revive and revise, and I have started this. It's going to take me a little while because I've chosen to do 2 stories for this. One is about a third of the way done, and the other is about a third of the way done. I will show this to you guys when I do the video. It's going to be a vlog, so, but I have started it. Another one's going to be one of the Mating Metropolis ones, and the other one, I don't know if I'm going to publish it, but I'm going to see where it leads me. Yeah. Alright, and my last role was dark fantasy, which I absolutely did, and I did a quick clip of that. So, in that scene, I'm going to turn it around. So that scene is the beginning of the end, essentially, for like the final battle. So it's very dark fantasy related, vampires and werewolves and threats and holding people hostage and using spells to threaten and do so. So feeling like it fits with the dark fantasy. So I'm definitely playing with dark fantasy currently because of all of the vampire battle-y, werewolfy things. I'm sure I talked about it. So there we go. I did okay writing this month. It wasn't great, but it was what it was, and there's nothing I can do to change it now. So it's time to move forward and start implementing those things into my routine to write again. I need to find my new time to write, so I'm going to do a video about trying to find my writing routine and working at home as well as the new job. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I've babbled enough. I don't really have anything fun to talk about except for those guys being the highlight of my week. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for being here and watching, and let me know which of these guys is your favorite in the comments below, and I'll see you later. Bye.